I wasn't supposed to become addicted. It was only supposed to be a one-time thing. But my friends, they kept offering me more, and it became harder and harder to resist. All of a sudden, all I cared about was when I was going to get my next fix. I spent every dollar I had on drugs until I lost my job. And then I thought to myself, how am I going to afford this addiction? My body was screaming for the drugs. And then I used the only thing that I had left. And I got careless. And I got pregnant. And then I got an abortion. And even though my mind was blurred with all the drugs, I knew in my heart it was pure and simple, clear-cut, premeditated abortion. Now, I know many of you think this is the wrong choice. Probably all of you do. In retrospect, I know it's the wrong choice. But I can't undo it. So you're all going to have to live with it. You're all going to have to live with it. Because I live with it every day. And I can barely live with myself. I just need to know that there's somewhere that I can go to feel loved. Where what I did doesn't matter. Because I need a second chance. I need a second chance. And I just want to do it right this time. Is there room in your church for me?
It didn't work out. What more can I say? I had my reasons, so did she. I grew up believing divorce is wrong, except in cases of unfaithfulness. So did she. I mean, others have better excuses than I do. Their wives cheated on them, ran away with another man, rarely came home, had drug and alcohol addictions. I can't claim any of that. I wanted an ideal marriage. So did she. We spent the last few years wishing that the other one would be unfaithful, so we would have a legitimate, biblical excuse for divorce. I saw what a mockery of marriage that was, and so did she. So now, here I am alone. I still need a church. I still need to be loved and accepted and be a part of a community of believers so I can grow. Is there any room in your church for me?
Hi. My name is And these are my best friends. But I would really want something my best friends. Is there any room in your church
geographically or emotionally. And even though the medical community has made it abundantly clear that you can't get AIDS from a handshake, a hug, a conversation, or acceptance and caring. And even though most of you probably know that, it's interesting to see how many of you still keep your distance. And here's the irony. Are you listening? I'm in more danger of dying from what you've got than you are dying from what I've got. Did you hear what I said? You can't get AIDS from me by just walking with me or talking with me or just being my friend. But the viruses and the germs that you share with me from just a handshake or being in the same room are far more disastrous than my friendship could ever be to you. So please, don't consider my friendship a lethal experience. And here's the real irony. Do you want to hear it? Despite the fact that you carry death to me, despite the fact that your very presence in my life could prove to be deadly, I still need your presence. I still need your friendship. Because as much as I may be dying of a deficiency in my immune system, I'm also dying from a deficiency of love. I have AIDS. Is there room in your church for me?
I get feeling kind of dizzy after I eat. My doctor says it's stress. He says that I worry too much. I wake up early and immediately my mind starts thinking either of my wife in the nursing home or my brother in the hospital. Turns up his nose, semi-comatose. The man can't breathe on his own any longer. If it was me, I'd tell him to pull the plug. My wife? No. She's not coming back. Diabetes. She can't see this far in front of her face any longer. We've been married for 56 years. I've hardly ever been alone. Sometimes I catch myself speaking to an empty couch. Sometimes I cough early in the morning. And I try to keep the noise down, so that I don't wake her. And I realize she's not there anymore. I don't drive anymore. I get confused. Not all the time, mind you, it's just that every once in a while, I can't remember where I'm at. So that's why I don't get to see her often. I call her every day, 3 times a day. At 8:30, right after breakfast. At 1:30, just after lunch. And at 6:30, just after dinner. Ask her how she's doing, what she had to eat, and if anybody's come to visit. But mostly it's just to let each other know we're still alive. I'm so lonely. I just need someone to talk to. Is there room in your church for me?
Hi. That's not important for the moment. This seems to be an age of self-disclosure and revelation. I know there's some who prefer to live in denial, who just can't seem to risk rejection. But I feel I have no choice. I must be who I really am, no matter what the cost. I don't remember exactly when it first began, when I started to realize the truth about myself. It was a gradual discovery. Although there was a time when I was 12 years old that stands out in my mind. I guess I knew it then, though at the time I certainly didn't understand the full implications of my discovery. But let's not get into that right now. The important thing, the most important thing, is that it's time. It's time that I came forward to tell you, all of you, the truth about myself. I know that some of you will be disturbed by the things I have to say. If you choose to reject me, that's the risk I take. That's the price one pays for being who they really are, for revealing to the world one's true identity. So I come before you today as myself, my true self. Whether or not you're comfortable with me, whether or not you choose to accept me, I am who I am, and I can't compromise that reality. My name is Jesus, and I've come to demonstrate the love of God. Is there room in this church for me?